Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hi, Felicia. Can I have your question, please? Bart, thanks, I've got your question. Okay, Caitlin, got you there. And Denise, welcome, welcome. Hi, Aldonna, how are you? Yes, you can be added. Okay, as long as you're here within the first 30 minutes, I'm going to then, after that, wrap up. The day is gorgeous. Hey, Felicia, welcome, welcome. Can I have your question, please? So we have Felicia, Bart, Caitlin, Denise, and Aldonna. Nice deep breath. Whew. Beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous here. It's just after 10, nearly quarter past 10. I'm a little bit early for the stream, but that's cool. Okay, so what is going on with your job recruitment from agency C for you? Oh, interesting. So what's going on for you in regards to the job recruitment from agency C? Okay, Felicia, let's have a look. What are we going to do here? I think I am going to do coffee tarot. So let's have a look. It's the coffee tarot. This is the bag. Okay, what's going on with the job recruitment agency? Okay. I think there's a lot of choices still to be made. It looks like they're trying to look ahead, trying to make some choices in the direction that they're going in. I don't think there's any decision actually being made yet. There's still a lot of stuff going on below the surface. There's still a lot of stuff that's hidden. So there's a lot of stuff that's still below the surface. I think that's very important for you to know that they haven't quite made a decision yet. They're still looking at the choices that they have available to them. Okay, so it feels very unknown at the moment. Okay, they still haven't made a final decision yet. They're still looking at the choices that they have available to them, their options that they have available. So they're still trying to look ahead at where they are and what's going on. Okay. But, you changed your question to how's my life so far? Okay. Okay, Caitlin, you've got your question, so I need Denise and, yeah. Cool. No expectations. Okay. But what am I going to do for you? Actually, I think I've got the telluric crystal for you. Telluric tarot. Crystals and plants. Right, let's have a look. As soon as I said, how's your life? Cards flew out. Okay, but let's have a look. Okay, emotions. Feels like you've got some. It feels very positive. You've got the 12 of emotions here. And the 14. So it does feel very like you've got some news coming for you. It does feel very like you're moving forward emotionally in a really good state. It feels very, very positive here. Feels like you've got some good dreams. Feels like you're dreaming. You've got some good stuff happening. You've got some good goals happening here. There's some definitely feels as though you have that sense. I feel like you're opening your heart. I'm getting a lot about your heart chakra here. I'm getting a lot about your heart chakra, about opening your heart up. You're opening yourself up to new possibilities. I do get that you're opening yourself up to a lot of possibilities here. Yeah, I think you're independent, you're bold, you're dynamic. I think you have a lot of stuff going for you, but I think it's just about, I think you've got that confidence. I think you're very, very well. I think you've got a very, very positive life overall. When you look at what you can do, I think you've got a very, very positive life. So I do feel like everything's moving in the right direction for you. Okay. I just get really, really positive vibes from these cards. It's very much about the heart, the energy, the vibration. Just seems really positive. Right, Caitlin. Hi, Kay. How are you? Right, so let's have a look here. So I need a question from Denise, Eldonna, and Kay. Denise, Eldonna, and Kay. Okay, how will my social security appointment go next month? And I think we're going to go, where is it? Fairy Lights Tarot. How will Caitlin's security appointment go next month? What can she expect with her social security appointment? It's interesting. That flipped out. First card we have here is the One of Coins. Positive energy. Okay, with the Ace of Pentacles there, feels very positive, like things are going to work out okay. We have that sense of resurrection, things awakening. Just be honest, have integrity. Oh, here's another card just flew out. 1 minute. Oh, I have to stand up. Where is it? There it is. It was hiding behind the leg of the table. Right, what was that one? Six of Cups. I think it's just about the acknowledgement of the past. Acknowledging what's been happening is super important here. So obviously it feels like the social security appointment is going to go really, really well, because that was the card that popped out. It was all about the potential, was the sense of that resurrecting, that things will happen, things will move in the right direction. It's all about the acknowledging the past, acknowledging what's been happening is super important in the interview as well. So overall, I think it's going to be really, really positive. Just got to remember to be honest. Be honest. I think that's the big thing here. And it's all about acknowledging the past, acknowledging what has been happening for you. Just remember to stay calm. I do feel like it's about that heart. Opening up your heart. Again, you get that sense of the pathways here. I do feel like you've got a lot of path. There will be some challenges, but overall it's going to be super, super good. I think you're going to be A-okay. Just remember, nice deep breath. And remember to acknowledge the past. Acknowledge what's been happening, because that's going to really help. Just to be totally honest with what's going on for you. Okay, interesting. Hi, Dazzling Empress, Ari. Okay, so you want to know what's going on with the SkyWest Charter Airlines, Denise. Okay, so will you be hired? Okay, when you ask a yes and no question, doesn't leave you open to, what do you need to do or anything like that. So let's just do this. Will you get hired? Let me just grab the angel answers, because that's what we use. If we're using a yes or no question, the best thing to use is the angel answers, yes or no. So, will Denise get hired by... Oh, this one here was pulling out. There's no decision being made yet. Okay, there's no decision. It just says don't stop. You know, don't stop believing, don't stop thinking. I think you just got to be a little bit patient. Not be in such a hurry. I just feel like there's no decision actually being made as yet, but be a little bit patient. Let's see what the angels have to actually say in regards to the situation here. It says be gentle with yourself. There is that sense of being gentle with yourself. I'm just seeing if there's anything else. Just sense of being very gentle with yourself in regards to the situation. And I feel like you might need to, they said don't give up, you know, don't stop. So you might not get the job straight away, but just don't give up. Don't give up. And the reason why I say that is because I think you need to ask for some help. I think you need to find out what's going on. So when I looked at these cards, I know I needed to look at a bit more information here. So they get that sense of being very gentle with yourself. You may not get the actual job that you want, but don't give up. Don't give up. Be gentle with yourself. I think you might need to ask for some help, maybe some guidance to find out what's expected of you. Denise, there might be something that you need to do or something that you need to know. I feel like you need to ask for some guidance from someone else about the direction with the Sky West Charter Airlines. I think you might need to ask for some guidance in regards to that. But don't give up. You might not get this position, but don't give up. You might not get the position that you're expecting, but be very gentle with yourself and don't forget to ask for some guidance. I do feel like you need to ask for some guidance about the direction or what's expected of you. I think you need to do a little bit more. I think you need a little bit more information. I think that's what I'm getting here, is that you need a little bit more information, Denise. Okay? You do need a little bit more information. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, so we've got Aldonna's question. Aldonna, Kay, and Dazzling. Can I have your 3 questions, please? Whew. Now, guys, I updated my Ko-Fi, so don't forget to go check out the Ko-Fi. I had a brainstorm last night and updated some of my Ko-Fi, so please go check out. Also available is a life path reading. Now, you can also, by the way, you can pay $10 for a past life reading, and it is available on the live as well as the other alternative. So I haven't really promoted it this stream, but I haven't got around to clearing my head with that. But basically, you can also pay $10 if you want a past life reading on the stream. Now, if I normally do a soul energy clearing, which is past life reading plus the healing and things like that, it's $75. But for the stream, you can pay $10 for a mini soul energy clearing session. So you can do that as well. Okay, so I'm waiting for Denise and Aldonna. No, Aldonna. Sorry, I've done Denise's. Aldonna, Kay, and Dazzling. Aldonna. So did Aldonna type in what she wanted? Oh, pardon me. Okay, so I'm just waiting for Aldonna. So don't forget to go check out the Ko-Fi, what's available for you. Now, don't forget, if you're a member on Ko-Fi, for as little as $1 a month, there's discounts for your readings and healings. There's also downloads. So, and there's previews and exclusive content. Okay, I am waiting for Aldonna's question, but while I wait for Aldonna's question, I will do Kay's. And Dazzling, can I have your question as well? Oh, you decluttered. Feel better, yeah. It always feels good when you do a bit of a cleansing, doesn't it? Yeah. What message does my soul family? Ooh, that's interesting. And I just, okay, as soon as you said that, where is it? See if I can find it here. No, that is not what I'm looking for. Nope. That is not what I'm looking for. And I bet I put it in here by accident. No. What do you do when you can't find a deck that Spirit's going, you gotta use it, you gotta use it? And you're like, oh, here it is. Right, Kay, I've actually got the Hoodoo Tarot for you. So what message does your soul family have for you? Now, don't forget, if you want more information, you can donate as well. Right. 5 of Coins. Okay, 5 of Coins can be very much about being sense of, are you feeling a little bit overwhelmed, as though you're stuck in a way? Do you feel like you're overwhelmed, a little bit stuck, not quite sure in the direction that you're actually moving into? What are you actually focusing on? It's interesting because you've got 5s here. Okay, I've got 5s here, Kay. So I'm very much about overcoming some struggles, some challenges, feeling like things are a little bit overwhelmed. Things like, feel like things are sort of that spilt milk, like everything seems to sort of be getting a little bit on top of you a little bit at the moment. It does feel as though you're feeling like everything's, and you just can't get I just feel like I'm feeling very, like everything's just feeling a little bit overwhelming at the moment, maybe feeling a little bit stressed. So it's time for, that's what I just keep getting here, that you're just dealing with a lot of stuff that needs to be dealt with here. Okay, I'm actually getting an extra card here. Okay, 4 of Knives. Time to take a breath. Time to take yourself out of the chaos. Time to take a breath for a minute and just breathe. Allow yourself, I feel like you need to give yourself permission to breathe. Okay. I think you need to give yourself permission to just breathe. I know you're starting to feel better after you've cleaned the basement and everything like that, but I do feel as though you felt like everything was getting a little on top of you. You just need to give yourself permission to breathe, is what I'm getting here. I just feel like your family, soul family, are sort of saying, hey, give yourself permission to breathe. It's okay to slow down. It's okay to take some time out for yourself. I think that's super important here, Kay. Okay, so hopefully that helps. I do feel like you just got to give yourself permission to breathe. A general for Aldonna. Okay. A general. What does Aldonna need to know? I'm using the Santa Muerte Tarot. Oh, That felt like somebody just pulled out the cards there. Hi, Reese. Perfect. Reese is the last person. Maybe. We'll see how I go. I may let a few. Oh, the X's have just moved in. Just in time. Another 10 minutes. So perfect. So Triple X is still moved in. Still enough time. Yeah. Cool. Right. So let's have a look. What have we got here? Aldonna. Okay. While I was shuffling and I was thinking about what do you need to know right now, 4 cards pulled out. I had to lift up under. I had to move under the table to grab it. Right. So what have we got? The first card we have here is a 3 of Pentacles, and I got it reversed. So I got the need for you to recognize your skills. Feels like you need to really acknowledge the skills, the abilities you have. I do feel like you just need to acknowledge your skills and your abilities. That's the big thing here. You've got a wealth. You've got 10 of Pentacles coming in. So 10 of Pentacles is that sense of wealth and abundance, success, victory. It feels like everything's sort of coming together. Okay, there's many pathways. And it might feel as though you are not going in order, or things are not going the way you expect them to. But it does feel as though everything's going to come together for you. Now, with the Knight of Cups, there is the news coming. I'm getting the words news. I do feel like you're going to get some information. Some information is going to come to you. It's going to be quite emotional for you in some way, but it's going to help you move forward on your journey here. And then we've got the King of Wands, which is all about adventures, about enterprise, about that sense of passion, creativity, energy. It feels very practical though. It feels a very practical energy coming through for you. So Aldonna, these cards flew out. So they flew out together. So that's why that you're getting them in the reading. So you've got that sense of the need to recognize your skills and abilities. That's your number one. Once you are able to recognize your skills and your abilities and acknowledge them strongly, be confident in them, be bold, have that sense of that wealth and abundance coming into play. You've got some good news coming. You've got some information coming your way, which is going to help, which is super, super important. And it has to do with adventures, possibilities of something new, taking a really practical approach to it. The first card was the 3 of Pentacles reversed. 3 of Pentacles reversed. So I know you've got the skills and the abilities, but it's about acknowledging them. I'm just not feeling like you've acknowledged your skills and your abilities. Okay, so there you go. So there were 3 of Pentacles reversed, then the 10 of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, and King of Wands. Okay, so we've got, Dazzling, what I'll do is, what's the best way to get over this? That's what I'll use. I'll use your question. What's the best way to get over this situation? Let's do the, here it is. The Epic. It's all right. I've got the question. What's the best way to get over? I'll use the second part of the question. What do you need to know about your connection? What do you need to know about what's going on? What would be the best way to get over it? I'll change it. Okay, what's the best way for dazzling Empress Airy to get over the situation? What does she need to know about this situation? Whoa. Okay, the first card that popped out. No, Reese, General's fine. General's fine. Okay, so what else do you need to know? So what does need to know about this situation? And this is coming out. Okay, so the first card was Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups talks about a sense of love for yourself. I get to speaking about, I feel like you're overfilling your cup. The best way would to be gentle with yourself, to be kind, to create a sense of, you got 2 of Spears. So I do feel like you're being pulled in different directions. I think you need to look at your priorities. That's the best way to get over this situation. You know, Jesse's not interested in you. It's just, and it says more about Jesse than it does about you, Airy. Okay, Dazzling Empress Airy. It says more about them than it does about you. So, you're a giving, you're a generous, you're a kind person. So now it's about looking at your priorities. What's important to you? It's about self-care, self-love, creating a sense of new beginning in your journey, a new emotional journey for you. Super important. That's going to be the best way for you to get over it, is to live your life, to look at your priorities, what's important to you, and really allow yourself to move forward on your journey. Create some new beginnings. Manifest some new beginnings, some new love. Allow yourself to be very kind and be very compassionate with yourself is super important here. Looking at the directions that you're being pulled in, being able to, look at what you're juggling in life and look at what your priorities are. That's your number one. Look at what your priorities are. I think that's really important. Oh, okay. Thing is, it says more about his own journey. I had to sort of talk about, what do you need to know? You need to know about moving forward. You're a giving person. So I just want to check to see, what do you need to know about why he wasn't interested? Okay, and I got one more card. Why wasn't he interested? And I got the 5 of Wands, 5 of Books. He had his own conflict. Okay, he's conflicted within himself. You got 5 of Books here. 5 of Books is that sense of being conflicted, being challenged within himself. It's his own conflicts. It's more about Jesse's own issue, own stuff. It's his own conflict. So I can tell you that's what you need to know, that he's got his own conflicts, his own struggles, his own challenges. And you're giving. So it's time to be very gentle with yourself. Look at your priorities and where you are. Okay, so that's what you need to know. Always find a way around the question there. Okay. Yeah, it's all right. I always find a way around. That's why I always look and see what I can do with the questions. Right. That's why it's really important that you read the description box down below, because there are some questions that I won't answer, and that's when it becomes a bit too intruding in their thoughts. And so they're not going to give me any details, only that he's conflicted. Okay, that's all they're going to allow me. So that's my spirit guide, is very strict in the way that I don't intrude in other people's business. And we're very careful about intruding in the third party. So I just got to be very careful. What I get over it is more about asking about people that we, they've got their own stuff going on and we can't intrude in their own business. But we can find out what you need to know about the situation. But it's always not going to be. Okay, so general for Reese. Yep. general, cool. Yeah, what I'm trying to do is just so that you're empowered on your journey. We want you to be in control of your choices, your thoughts, and how you can move forward with confidence on your journey is super important here. So, Reese, what we're going to do for you, this is interesting. I've put these two decks together. Well, this is a hand me that pencil deck. Don't use it very often. Let me just give it a shuffle because okay, Reese. Cards flew out as soon as I started to think about you and I was shuffling. Let's see what cards flew out. Okay, what's separate? Okay. What have I got? Interesting. Okay. Very important for you, Reese. I got the King of Swords. The King of Swords talks about a sense of being decisive in your decisions that you're yet to make. It's time to be thinking very deeply. You've got some stuff that you've been thinking about recently. Now it's time to make a decision. It's time to move forward. It's time to take action. It feels like you're thinking about things, you're thinking and thinking, but you haven't really made a decision. It's now time to be decisive. It's time to take action and actually make a decision about the direction you're moving in, what you need to do, what's actually happening for you. Feels like you've got, with the Five of Pentacles, it feels like there's some struggles, some challenges. You need to look at I feel like you're sort of overcoming those struggles, being led in the right direction. I think it's about asking for some advice about the direction you're going, and I think that's why you're struggling a little bit, Reese. Does that sort of make sense about where you are? Does that make sense about the direction you're moving into? About that sense of, I do feel like you're struggling a little bit with the direction you want to move into. You're thinking about it, you're trying to decide, you're yo-yoing a little bit about yes and no, this direction, that direction. You're sort of yo-yoing a little bit, and it's time to be decisive. It's time to really take action now. It's time to be clear about your thoughts and the direction you're going in, because it's time for you to start getting out of the cold, so to speak. It does feel like you've got to be led out of the cold, led out of the chaos, led out of the stuff that's going on. That makes sense for you? Okay, so time to take a nice deep breath and be decisive. Time to take action, time to move forward, time to move in the direction that you want to go into. And to have the success that you want is super important there. Okay? I have to fix those up. I had them separated for a reason, but I can do that later. Right, let's have a look here. Let's see how we've got this here. What do you need to know about this situation? Can I ask, will I be able to move? Not sure, is my mind or someone sending me? Okay, so triple X. Okay, X's. Sorry, I didn't mean to say triple X. X's. Okay, so let's have a look. Why are you feeling drained? Good question is, why are you feeling drained? Okay, so if anyone else wants any more questions or they want a little bit more expansion, don't forget to check out the Ko-Fi, check out the pinned link or the links down below. If you want a little bit more information with your readings, or you want a little bit more expansion, or a little bit, you want a tarot and oracle reading. Okay, you want a little bit more, you get an oracle reading as well if you want a little bit more. So can I ask, will I be able to move from this apartment soon? I'm not sure if I might or something. So why are you feeling drained? Is a really good question here. Why are you feeling drained? Okay, and I'm actually going to get the Chakra Wisdom Tarot here. Okay, if anyone else pops in, let me know. Right. So why are you feeling drained, Triple X? Why are you feeling drained? What's going on with the apartment? What's going on with the apartment? Why are you feeling drained? Okay. What's going on? Why are you feeling drained? Okay, let's have a look. Okay, I've got Three of Swords coming in here. Now, Three of Swords is all about heartbreak, sorrow. So have you been dealing with some heartbreak, or someone around you has been dealing with some heartbreak? Feels like there is a lot of heartbreak, a lot of sorrow, a lot of challenges mentally. So I do feel like someone or you around you is feeling very, so that could be the challenge. Now we've got Princess of Cups, and I do feel like you're very sensitive to the vibration. Oh, that was kind of weird. I don't, look, to be honest, I'm not getting that it's someone physical. I feel like it's a spirit. I feel like it's a spirit. I feel like it's someone who's earthbound, who needs a lot of healing. And you are sensitive. I wonder if you're an empath. I'm actually getting that it's a spirit. I don't feel like it's a physical person. Well, it's not a person who's alive right now. I'm feeling like it's someone who's passed. Yeah, very sensitive to your environment. I do feel like you're very sensitive to your environment, and I'm getting the fact of someone passing. Someone who passed. Exactly what I thought. I feel like there's someone around you who's passed. And the reason why I feel like someone's trying to get your attention. Someone that you're dealing with, someone that had a lot of health, I want to say a lot of emotional issues, health issues. Okay. It's not someone who was in the previous, it's not an apartment. I feel like it's someone attached to I want to say exes. Farida, I'll add you to the list. 1 minute. You can add Farida. So I do. Okay. Was your mum really sick? Was your mum really sick? I do get this really. I do get like there was a lot of healing, a lot of sadness around her. but I'm getting breath. Doesn't matter. Doesn't necessarily mean recent. I mean, in spirit, recent can be 20 years for spirit. I'm getting breath. Sorry, I'm just getting like a very shortness of breath. I just keep getting a very shortness of breath. Anyway, it is about your sensitivity. I think so very much that you... Okay, since you've been in the apartment. I wonder if your mum's protecting you. And that's why she's coming in. Okay. I think what you need to do is you need to protect yourself. Okay, you need to cleanse your space. You need to have some salt. You need some dark crystals. And you need some incense, some white sage, or... Yeah, it could be your mum protecting you in a way. So I think you need to really... I get the sense of you need to protect yourself. You need to heal. I think there's a lot of healing. You need to make sure that you're protected. So I think Himalayan salt or sea salt, you need to use dark, you need to use some protection crystals like tourmaline or obsidian, something like that. You need to make sure that you're grounded as well. Hematite's going to be really good. Smoky quartz, super, super important. I do feel like you need to make sure that you have cleansed your space. And when you cleanse your space, okay, it doesn't stop the positive energy coming in. It just allows the negativity to be cleared, whether you use white sage, rosemary, sweetgrass, Palo Santo, whatever you choose to use in either a resin, a dragon's blood, it's another good one, to have that sense of clearing away what was, to allow the positive energy to, and only allow love and light into your life. Okay, you need to protect yourself. Okay, I feel like you're not protecting your barriers. Okay, triple X. What I can say, X's, what I can do, what you need to do is to do like a mirror ball around you. When you close your eyes and you allow yourself the, I'm the same. I'm a bit of a sponge when it comes to energy, especially in large crowds. So what I've learned to do is to use a mirror ball around me. I put myself into the mirror ball so that anything that is sent towards me repels. Put yourself into a mirror ball. It's very important that you protect yourself. You ask for guidance from your spirit guide, or your angels. Farida, you only need to type your question in once, please. I don't need a story, just one question. Yeah, one question. About yourself. What do I need to know? Okay, so X's are really important here to be able to put yourself into a mirror ball. Okay, Time to do some meditation, reflection, balance out your chakras, get yourself so you're feeling strong within yourself. I'm also an empath, so I know how you're feeling and why you're feeling drained. It's very important that you protect yourself. You make sure that you are in a mirror ball so that anything that's sent your way is returned out. Okay? You need to find a way to give yourself strength to protect yourself. Super important here. Yep, your guide. So super important to call on that energy, meditate, focus, do some chakra meditations. I do a 10-minute meditation every day. I do a little bit of stretching, a little bit of Drew yoga, allow myself to be protected. Otherwise, there's no way that I would cope in daily life. Yeah. Very, very important to make sure that you are doing the work. Also, too, you can do what is called like a dimmer switch as well, which is super important. Learn how to do those things. Okay. If you check out my Ko-Fi and my blog, if you check out my blog, you'll find some information on what you can do to help you through that process. Okay, let's have a look at Farida's question here. Oh, we're getting into the last little bit here. Okay, Farida, what should you know? So what was the original? Let me have a look at the original question here, just so I can get a bit of a picture about what you were. Okay, let me just read. Let me just go through. Okay. Okay. Super important, if you've come into this chat, make sure you've read the description box down below with the disclaimer. Okay, so it will tell you. So let's have a look. So what should you know about this person? Okay, you feel like it's your ex. So what should you know about your ex? What should you know about what's going on? How can you move forward? It's more about what do you, look, how can you move away from the situation? Let's get empowered in your question. Okay, so let's think, why do you need to know about Alan? Why do you need to know about this person? He's your ex. Why do you need to know about him? What's going on here? Let's get empowered. Yeah, I know. I will. I'll have to change it. Yeah. So let's think about this, Frida. Let's look about why do you need to know about this person? Why? He's your ex. Why can't, what do you need to, you still love him? Yes, but but you're not together. He's your ex, right? So it's about, how can I move forward from this situation? Let's have a look. How can you move forward from this? Let me just grab I just feel like this is a Rider-Waite-Smith type energy. Okay. Yeah, it's time to let go. So how can I so your question is, thanks. I'll copy and paste it. Okay. So what can you do to let go? What can you do to move forward from this situation? What can you do? Whoa. What can you do to move forward? Okay. First thing you need to do is Yeah, that's good. If the question is not about you, it's a third party question. Correct. Right. Thanks. Okay, so what can you do to move your mentally? Yeah, I know. Okay, Farida, it's really important. You need to face the truth, the facts of the situation. He's not interested. Okay, you need to face the truth. He's not interested. He's moved on. It is time for you to move in your own direction. Okay, it's black and white. It's time for you to create your own successes, your own victory. It's time for you to really face the truth. It's time for you to really move in the direction that you need to go in for yourself. It's black and white. Okay, it's time to let go. Okay, he's not interested. Okay, it's time to commit to yourself. It's a burden. It's weighing you down. It's heavy. It's time to push through that challenge. It's time to move ahead in your own direction. Okay, I'm just going to give you a book. I'll show you a book. I mean, I'll give you a book, but I suggest you read this. He's just not that into you. And it was written by a guy. Okay, and I know it's hard, but it's time to empower you. It's time for you to push through this process. It's time for you to face the facts, face the truth, create some new direction for yourself. It's time for you to move forward. He's moved on. Okay, this person has moved on. This person has moved on. Okay, it's time to push through it and to let go of the struggles, let go of the challenges, the burdens that are weighing you down. It's time for you to be empowered. Okay. Okay. Yep. It's time to accept it. Yeah. It's time to be the beautiful soul that you are. It's time to be the beautiful soul that you are. Okay. So let me add, the question is not about you, it's a third part. Let me just do this. Okay, let me add it to the banner. You know, Farida, it's about being the beautiful person that you are. That's what's really important here. Let me just fix this up. Right. Added that. Oh, might squeeze you in, Adiza. Yep, I certainly can. Yep. You can type in it. Yep. I'll do one last one. Last reading. Okay. Only because I've got some jobs I've got to get done today. So I can't be mucking around a bit. The day's gorgeous and I don't want to miss out on the sun. So just getting some jobs done. Oh! Final reading. Yep. Final reading. Last reading. Ending soon. Okay. So don't forget, if you're doing a reading, I did add it Take a moment, think about your question, be empowered. How can you move forward on your journey? How, what, and why? Post question in chat, question answered. Donations will take priority. If the question is not about you, it's a third party question. I added that in. So, whoo, okay, we're not doing. Are you in a current relationship? What do you need to know? Why do you need to know about your future husband? What's your actual question? Why do you need to know about your future husband? What's this going on here? So what's your actual question? What do you need to know about your future husband? Who is he? What you're doing is you're limiting yourself to possibilities. Spirit, my guides, what do you need to know about your future husband? Limiting, okay. So what do you need to know? You're single. You're single, okay. So how do you live life for yourself? Why do you need a future husband? Why do you need a man to make you whole? Okay. That was interesting. This card here, I'm using the Waterfall Tarot, by the way. The Queen of Pentacles flew out. And the Queen of Pentacles is that woman who is assertive, businesslike, independent. I feel like you need to find a wholeness within yourself. Okay, I don't feel like they're giving me any information. It's time for you to acknowledge facing the unknown. Oh, interesting. They're not giving me any information about a future husband. They're telling me that you've got to take care of yourself. You've got to nurture yourself. You've got to embrace who you are as an individual, the unknown. It's time to embrace the unknown. Look at your fears. Why are you so scared, afraid? Why do you feel like that part? So I think there's something that you need to explore. That's a very interesting read. I did not expect those cards to come out. Did not expect the Queen of Pentacles to come out. Yeah. I think they're just saying, like, when you to attract somebody who comes into your life, it's about being fierce, dynamic, that independent, that sense of assertive energy. I think you're an assertive person, so you need to find someone who's similar. It's just like spirits, like saying you've got to take care of yourself, you've got to nurture your well-being, you've got to nurture your own finances. You can have a home and a car without a man, without a family. You can have a home and a car without having a man. You can have what you want. You can move into new cycles. You can dream. You can achieve your dreams by being independent. I feel like you need to have a wholeness within yourself. I feel like this is just such an. I just want to know if there's anything else. Oh, there we go. One more card flew out. Wow. With the Page of Wands, you've got to look at what motivates you. I think it's important. I'm not. Absolutely not. This is such a strong reading coming through for, or maybe I am a feminist. I don't know. But this is very strong message coming through from Spirit. I did not expect it. I did not expect this message to come through at all. Very strong. It's very strong to sort of acknowledging you. This is the Queen of Pentacles that's coming in. It's that sense of no, look, a relationship's great if you can find someone who's very someone of like mind. But it's just like Spirit is just saying you're such a beautiful soul that you need to sort of take care of yourself. I just get that sense of well-being, nurturing, you're kind. That's well, then you don't need anyone else to tell you. If you think you know who he'll be, you don't need. I think that this is just about acknowledging who you are as an individual, looking at what motivates you in the relationship. I think Haditha, it's just Haditha, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Hadizaj. August. Okay. So I think it's very important here just to, I get that sense of being very assertive, being independent, nurturing your own well-being, facing any fears you've got, allowing yourself to trust in your own dreams, your own goals, and looking at what motivates you. I think they just want you to, I think Spirit's just saying they're just questioning you because you've got free will. Oh, Haditha is your first name? Okay, Haditha is your first name. I gotcha. Okay, Haditha. Okay, so yeah, I think Spirit's just saying, look, you're an independent, beautiful soul. It's about nurturing you, looking at what motivates you in life. What's your first, what's your fears? What's your it's about what are your dreams? What are you dreaming about? Where do you want to go? What's the direction you want to move into? Finding a sense of balance is really important here too. Taming the wild side in a way. So I just get that sense of just, I think it's just looking at what motivates you to have this relationship. And I think you just got to go with the flow, allow things to happen. When you've got the moon moving in its own cycle, its own timing. So it's like that everything's going to happen in divine timing with the moon phase, how the moon just moves. Okay, back. Sorry, I had a little bit of a disconnect with my webs with the internet. ISP, it's my end, not yours. It's a normal thing. With the wind, doesn't really help, even though even though the sun's out, there's still a little bit of wind which still affects. So anyway, just to sort of finish up here, really important to nurture your well-being. Take care of yourself, and everything's going to happen in divine timing. Basically, take care of yourself. Everything's going to happen in divine timing. Everything's going to happen as it's meant to. It's all about allowing yourself the motivation to take care of your own needs, do what you need to do for you, and the relationship and everything will fall into place. Basically here, just like that sense of take care of yourself, do what you need to do for you, know that everything's going to fall into place, and the relationship will happen when it's meant to, with the right person, with the person that you're meant to in time. Okay, so things will happen as they're supposed to. Take care of yourself, do what you need to do, know that, just trust in yourself that things are going to move in the right direction. That's what you sort of got to be overall view. Okay, really live your life. Live your life for you. Nurture your well-being. Take care of you. Know that everything's going to be a-okay in the end. Okay, so that was the live, and I'm sorry with the disconnection. Oh, okay, that's me. I'm had it. I've got some jobs to do, get going. Let's just leave you with let's do the Mists of Avalon. Let's do a collective for the Mists of Avalon. I'm just going to do that quickly. Mists of Avalon, let's have a look. So what are we going to do? Finish off with that. Oh. Okay, we've got the White Spring, which talks about making sure you stay protected. Take care of your own energy. Allow yourself the healing that you actually need. And to spend a bit of moment in gratitude is super important here. So with the White Spring, it is really important that you do make sure that you do stay protected. You allow yourself the chance to really nurture your energy. Allow yourself the healing that you need. Take a moment to breathe. Allow the light to shine through. Greet the day in the morning, I find really helps. Allow yourself that chance to just breathe. I think that's really important. That's going to allow the healing process. It's going to build your energy levels up. Make sure that you are doing all you can to increase any energy levels. Make sure you stay protected from those around you. It is very, very important to make sure that you are protected. Okay, so that is it from me. So let's have a little bit of a look-see here. I lost a video. Okay, so that's it. Finished. End of the readings. I finished. Vesta's Art Love Oracle, full of adventures. Love makes life spin are today's cards for reflection. Take care, blessed be.